Hello, first graders. This is Miss Carter, and I'm excited today to talk to you about story structure. And I know that you read the anchor chart and you listened to the video and you see how story structure is kind of like a roller coaster where you start off in the beginning and then the characters have a problem and then you get to the middle and they're working towards solving that problem. And then at the end of the story, you have a resolution and the problem solved, and they all usually live happily ever after. Well, today we're going to read a story, and you listened to this story yesterday, but your goal yesterday was to make mental images. Today we're just going to focus on story structure, and we're going to read the story Hooray for Holidays. And I'm going to read slow, and you can actually pause this video and run go get your reading book and turn to page 201, and then you can read along with me, and we'll stop and we'll talk about the story structure and then do a cool little writing activity at the end. Okay, let me flip this around and go to the camera here, and you'll see your book. Here we go. Hooray for Holidays. And if you remember from yesterday, this story is realistic fiction. That means it didn't happen in real life, but it could have. And in stories that are realistic fiction, you'll have a problem, main events, and a solution. And look for characters who act and talk like real people. So let's check this story out today together. Today, we will make holiday cards, said Mrs. Rose. Holidays are special days we celebrate. Make cards for holidays you like. And if you look at the faces of the children, they look real happy, don't they? A lot of time the pictures in a story give you a lot of information. They do. Mrs. Rose is the name of the teacher, and we see her name begins with a capital letter. Let's find out what these kids, what their problem is going to be. I like the 4th of July, said Hope. I will draw stars. They stand for the brave people who made America free. Add fireworks, said Anna. And look at them. They're thinking about their favorite holidays. My card is for Baby Day, said Dave. There is no Baby Day, said Hope. Mother's Day is a real holiday. Father's Day is too, said Anna. This holiday is for my hamster baby. See? And Dave showing them the picture of his hamster, but now look at their faces. Do they look happy? No, they don't, do they? Why isn't Baby Day a real holiday? Well, it isn't a special day that most people celebrate. Nobody celebrates Baby Day. Now think for a minute. What problem does Dave have? This is where the problem comes in. He's got a problem. Yep. He needs to choose a real holiday to make a card for, because Baby Day isn't one. So here's our problem. He's got to come up with a real holiday. We will help you pick a better holiday, Dave, said Hope. I vote for New Year's Day. It's the first day of the year. Other holidays honor people, said Mike. My card shows a great man. He wanted all people to treat one another well. You know Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.? Yep, we talked about him in my classroom, and I'm sure you did too. And you know that when you treat someone well, you act nicely towards that person. Happy President's Day. Mine is for President's Day, said Anna. I like that 2 presidents share one day. I like that school is out that day, said Dave. What does Anna mean when she says two presidents share one day? Yeah, on President's Day, we remember two presidents, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Can you make a Thanksgiving card, Dave? Asked Anna. You could trace a turkey. You could draw the first Thanksgiving, said Mike. So I'm seeing the two other characters in the story, Anna, and they're trying to help. Mike and Anna are trying to help Dave figure out what holiday he can pick. You can show a holiday tradition, said Hope. Show a big parade. Make a card to honor workers, said Mike. Draw people doing different jobs. Like this shows Chinese New Year. Which holiday did it say has a big parade? Do you remember? We can use text evidence to go back in the story and find where it shows which holiday. This photo shows a parade, and the label says Chinese New Year. Make a Constitution Day card, said Hope. That day reminds us that we are all Americans, even if we seem different. Anna added with a grin, you can make a big flag. Make it red, white, and blue. There, that shows a happy Constitution Day. So have you noticed that they're working towards solving the problem that they have? Dave is going to choose a holiday and make us card. Look at here. I picked my holiday, said Dave. It celebrates the end of winter. It is May Day. Asked Hope and Anna, is it May Day? They're asking if it's May Day. Dave's face lit up with a big smile, and he held up his card. Happy Groundhog Day. So there you go. They solved his problem. They helped him, and he figured out what holiday he wanted to pick, and it's Groundhog Day. So we could go back and find text evidence on page 210 to find out how the problem was solved. So now we know what happens at the beginning, we know what happens in the middle, and we know what happens at the end. And now this is the fun part for you to do. Now that you know about the beginning, middle, and end, and story structure, you can make your own holiday card. You can pick one of the holidays from Hooray for Holidays, and you can make a holiday card using details from the story for ideas. So you can look back in the story and find some text evidence that supports your card. Draw the front of your card and then show what your holiday is about, okay? And then write the message you want to say in your holiday card, and then share it. So do you know how you're going to share it? You're going to share it by taking a picture of your holiday card and emailing it to your teacher. And then for you virtual kids at home, your teacher can then share it with the kids in the classroom, because we'll be doing the exact same thing. So boys and girls, I'm going to come back to me now, and I'm going to turn it around. And I want you to remember that when we are looking at a story and we're trying to figure out the story, remember that authors use a certain structure when they're writing a story. They have the beginning where the characters have a problem. They have the middle of the story where the characters are working out the problem and coming up with ways to fix it. And then you have the end where the problem is solved. I hope you enjoyed today's story, and I can't wait to see your beautiful cards. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, you smart first graders.